Kitchen at Advantage Appliance, joined by Bradley Room. He is the area manager for Papa Murphy's Pizza in the central part of the state, stores in Bismarck, Mandan, and Jamestown. And we are featuring the Jack-o'-lantern pizza, which you guys are featuring all month long.
That's right.
Do you have any guess as to a percentage of these that you sell when it comes to other pizzas? This has to be a pretty high percentage.
Oh yeah. On Halloween day, it's going to be about a 40% of our pizzas are going to be jack-o'-lanterns. And then between the jack-o'-lanterns and the large and family size it's a pretty good split there between how many people are getting the bigger one versus the smaller one.
Okay, so we've got the face here, you've got the eyes are the black olives, but you're going to add a little more cheese to this one.
You can never have too much cheese. So we're just going to make sure that the pepperoni get a little bit of coverage here, bring out some extra flavor.
Okay, when mom and dad are getting the kids ready for trick or treat on Halloween night and they want to have this thing ready, how long does this bake?
Depends on the power of your oven, but it's anywhere between 12 and 15 minutes at 425.
All right. All right, that's all there's to it. It is a delicious pepperoni pizza. Can you get it, does it just a thin crust again? Or
this will be only on original crust, in large or family size. Yep.
Okay. Now you guys are offering some other things that you guys feature besides the jack-o'-lantern, and you have a spin on some monkey bread too that you'd like to tell us about.
It's a newer item on our menu. If you're a dough lover, it's our dough cut up into little pull-apart pieces. It's called monkey bread.
Yep.
We have both sweet and savory options for garlic monkey bread and cinnamon monkey bread. Okay,
now one of the things you talked about, you were telling us during before we came on the air, that there's a customer that loves the dough that you guys do so much that on the way home, before it's baked, this person likes to start nibbling.
Yeah, they'll be driving home and then they'll just kind of work their way in through the saran wrap and take little bites here and there. And she's surprised if there's any dough left when she gets home.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's kind of hard to explain that to your family when you get home and go, yep, we got some pepperoni, but there's no dough to go with it. All right, let's bring the one that's finished there. If we could bring that one over, we'll slice that up. And I've got a couple of plates and some forks here, and I'm sure we're going to have some people that stop by to make sure that they get a bite of this as well.
Absolutely. Can you see the resemblance?
Yeah, very much so. And I've had this. It's a good pizza.
So when you put a face on a pizza, it raises the expectation a little bit. My daughter, I cooked this for her and she loved it, and then we brought home a cowboy pizza that we sell on our menu.
Sure. It's one of your staples.
It's one of our staples. And my daughter, as I was pulling it out the oven, she looked at me really disappointed and said, "Dad, that looks nothing like a cowboy."
There you go. Geez, where's the hat, right? No boots or anything.
Yeah, and so she was slightly disappointed. But
there you go.
Look at that cheese pull.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's got two different kinds of cheese and it's going to be fantastic. You going to join me?
I am.
Sounds good. Now, generally, you guys do a good job. You wrap it in foil, or not foil, but in cellophane. You put the instructions right inside from the baking time, the temperature, and everything else. What is the baking time and temperature of this one? I know I asked you before.
Yep, this one's about 12 to 15 minutes at 425.
That is fantastic. Okay, you mentioned the cowboy.
Yeah.
What's all on that? And I know that's one of your top sellers.
Yeah, so we'll have our mozzarella base, our pepperoni, sausage, mushroom, and black olives. It's a great flavor combination. We are going to have some exciting stuff coming up in November, so can't say anything about that yet, but feel free to come back into our stores in November, starting on the 11th, to check out what new things are going to be starting at Papa Murphy's.
Okay, now that is also Veterans Day. I don't know if there's a correlation or not, but November 11th is a holiday, so maybe it's time to check that out.
Yeah.
What do you have as far as your hours, things like that? Where do we find Papa Murphy's? I know there's one in Mandan, there are two in Bismarck, and then one in Jamestown.
Yep, Papa Murphy's, our hours are 8 till the evening and 9 on the weekends.
Okay.
But best way to find us is to download our app. You can order online from the app, favorite your favorite order, and that way when you go into order again, it's just one click of a button. It's super easy to eat your favorite pizza.
Not only that, you walk in and there it is ready to go from you.
Exactly.
Because when you order it, you can say, I want to pick it up at 5:30 or whatever time you come cruising.
And it'll be ready and waiting for you, along with any side items you choose.
You work in pizza. Do you have pizza a lot, or are you going, you know what? I've had my fill of it.
I try to limit myself, but I do enjoy pizza pretty often, at least once a week.
Do you have a favorite? Do you create your own type thing?
You know, my favorite is actually our pan crust. It's a deep dish with a butter base on the bottom, and it is just super full of flavor. Anything on a pan is my favorite. You can't go wrong with it.
Has to be very good. All right, Bradley Room, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. I was going to shake your hand, and you're taking off your gloves, so we will do that. Outstanding, and this is going all the way through Halloween, this jack-o'-lantern pizza. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we're taking a break. We'll be back. We got more coming up on North Dakota.